That's the smallest fish in there, isn't it?
What size is this, Lee? Where's it from?
80 centimetres.
Is this one I'm taking, Lee?
Yes. From Gary it is. Gatwick.
Yeah.
Yeah, bought about 70 cm a couple of years ago.
But you bought it at 70 anyway?
Yeah, bought big.
Where's it from? What farm?
Takigawa. But,
Oh, he's a good lad, Taki. He's a nightmare on the piss.
But yeah, it's about, I'm hoping it's bigger than 80 now.
That's my favourite fish, I think.
Yeah, that's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. What size is this bowl? I think it's like it's not showing the true size of it. A metre bowl, yeah.
2 metre bowl, that.
Keep an eye on it.
Yeah, so we'll measure this now, see what this is all about. It looks hungry, I know that.
Shit though, isn't it, really? It needs feeding, look at it.
Okay, but these, although these are good, they're not good for this size bowl if you have a look.
Yeah.
That's why I asked him, Lee, if he'd do me a 1.2.
Have a look, Mark. You can be.
Be the eyes.
How are we looking at, bud? Oh, there.
Take 4
Well,
centimetres
there.
off.
What's that? I haven't moved my finger.
It is
In the middle of that.
83.
83. 83. Let's have one more look.
What was it before?
80. So they're not going to do much, mate.
No, not at that size. You imagine like 2 or 3 cm on that volume wise is massive, isn't it?
Yeah, 83 and a half probably.
83 and a half.
We'll take that.
Yeah. It's clean as well, look at that.
Well, this is the reality of it.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
When everyone posts their pictures.
That's serving well, boys.
Told her, if I can imagine, she needs that reassurance. I know it sounds like I'm talking rubbish, but you can see it working.
He talks to the animals.
Dr. Doodle.
Is this like tickling trout?
Well, see, what I does is I talks to her and she's fine.
You need some of the alcohol magic spray.
I mean, that's an absolute beast, isn't it?
It is a beast, isn't it? That's big as Lee Halfpenny's right thigh.
Shit.
80 cm. Where's this one from, Lee?
Marahiro.
Marahiro.
Yeah.
And you got this one from the round pond there, innit?
Yeah, Quinny call, yeah, fish got after me.
Well, when did you get it? What size was it and stuff?
2 years ago, well, 2 years ago, 69 cm.
69
Big,
cm. Yeah.
It's that last 10 centimetres is the hardest, mate, you know. The issue with these are, the sumi always fades,
Yeah.
especially in the winter. But
I actually like that.
Yeah,
I mean-
a bit washed
I
out.
like that
Yeah,
because
it's a
it,
treat.
Softens
it's
it,
a
doesn't
bit. It looks a little bit cargo,
Yeah.
doesn't it? It looks nice.
it's just a treat to them. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I quite like that.
considering it's been on a diet all winter, frame was good, isn't it?
Yeah. So you could look like that, David.
Wait, now she's been in bag.
Do you know the sumi, Lee?
Yeah.
I'll send you some videos later. All ass white for the last 4 years.
And it's just coming through
I
now.
bought it off chip, yeah, 70. It was big, 75 cm in 2008. Yeah, the sumi's now coming up after me having it 5 years, Chip having it 4 years,
You've had it for 5, have you?
since 2018.
Yeah.
So what is it,
Yeah.
9? Is it 9, 10 years old?
Yeah, about 8. I think I've had it since 2019 early.
Mm.
It's a shame she's moved Gissy, man. It's stressful.
Thing is, Lee, not all of us are good at keeping koi. Do you know what I mean? It'll come with time. Where's this one from, Lee? What farm?
You know. There you go. That. 88. Go on, my boy.
88. What's that put on?
No, so I think it was about 85 last time. So
Oh, still.
yeah, I haven't
a
had it
lot.
out for 2 years, mate. So.
Oh, haven't you?
No.
An 88 centimetre shower.
Mm.
It's good, isn't it?
We only play. We only play.
And the sumi's come in after 8-9 years. The sumi's come in.
I think showers very late coming anyway.
all, see, that was all cargo, bad lead, now it's coming up, look, there. She's good.
Oh, bag rattling. Put in the box.
Is this the bag I'm using?
No, fucking hell, she won't fit in that.
Where's this one from, Ali?
Sakai, mate.
Sakai, is it?
Yeah.
It's not exactly thin, is it?
And this is male as well,
Yes,
is
male, mate.
it? Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Bought it, I think it was about 58 centimetres. I can't remember exactly, but now it's 80 plus.
Where'd you buy it from?
Bought off another hobbyist, mate. But it's from you, Koi, it is, originally.
Oh, is it from Yumi, from Mike?
Yeah,
That's
but,
cool.
your hobbyist didn't want males in the pond, so I had a good deal on it.
One man's rubbish is
You know,
another man's treasure.
I almost sold that for 400 quid.
Yeah.
Yeah, a few years ago. It was skinny. I'll send you the video of it years ago.
Eventually, when they start growing in length, they put on weight, don't they? So ultimately, it's gonna.
Sakai, mate, as well, innit?
Yeah.
You know, I've had males in the pond 75 in the past, but I've never cut it with body. But this one is matching the females. See, your pecs are still big, innit, Dave?
I don't think so.
They're in proportion, aren't they?
Yeah,
I think so. I think
they're right.
I think they look all right to me.
Good. And they're nice and round.
At this size, I think they're fitting the fish more, aren't they?
Yeah.
With the volume's tucking it
girth,
around, the girth. It's like the Kiyatsuri we just had here now. The pec fins look too small on that because the
That
girth
body-
is covering the fins, like,
that's
innit?
after you know, with
You know.
the diet then. So when-
Maybe they've always looked big, younger in its life, but then
That's when it wouldn't have looked right.
no, that's right,
Oh, with a
yeah,
bear, Dave,
It's
with a
grown
bear.
in from
yeah, of course,
Just
yeah.
slow it down.
It's like, well,
Spin her around. 84 in the other bowl.
82, 83, 82, 83 and a half.
The two bowls measure different. It's mad, isn't it?
One's imperial and one's metric, maybe.
I think when it starts nice quality on it. Isn't it?
Yeah, mate, it's neat, isn't it?
That's why I think you're getting the quality from the male side.
That's neat.
Mate. The male's always going to be the prettiest, isn't it? Fish, animal,
It
humans.
always is, isn't it?
Do you know why? Because we can't afford the pretty females in
Well,
UK.
that's right.
That's the only difference.
They need makeup to make themselves
You know?
look pretty.
Yeah, it looks like it's got it looks like it's sunburnt already, poor bugger.
That's why you never show them, but
That's not red, that's spook cream, mate.
the filtering you can see glowing.
Yeah, you
underneath.
can, yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Where's that
is
from?
If you have a look, that is a mark. That's the difference between a mark
Yeah.
and that bit, which is just the filtering underneath.
Where's this from, Lee?
Oshkin.
Oshkin.
Quinny
From Quinny.
Koi. 69 again. 2 years ago. Body on us, just unbelievable, mate.
Yeah.
Don't like the spot. Shit.
You want to swing by at the end of the season, mate, and see the size of that once she's been having a munch.
Lovely, that, innit?
It's like the body's like a balloon in the summer.
Yeah.
It's like you pumped it up, mate, haven't it? It's up there with that Kiyatsuri. Got it, mate? Yeah. There you go, slide him over. There they go.
What's your last one?
79, mate.
He's over 80 now.
Yeah?
You're well over.
Oh no, come on.
Tell me when you're at your end.
Come on, mate, I'm right. Last time, ready, mate?
Yeah.
No. No.
Yep. 82.
There you go.
82 cm.
Appreciate the size. Any
If she ever gets to 85, you know, it's on the margin.
Yeah.
For myself, mate, I gotta be honest. If you can class that jumbo, mate, can't you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
100%.
What temperature you been at over winter then?
I tried to stay above 17 there.
Above 17.
Yeah. But with a cold winter, my air source heat pump broke, so I was on an electro, so managed to hold 16 in the coldest times, like. Than it is now. You know, it's So if we were showing, maybe benefit showing them earlier before they get too big, you know. So they done 2 centimetres. What was it, Mark? 83 or 4 was it?
Which one?
The one which had the knot. Just 83 or 4, wasn't it? Something
remember now.
Yeah.
It's difficult, isn't it? Because you know, the sort of body shape that we like, it's not most people's cup of tea, is it? So, like,
It's hard when you're in the minority, mate. You know what I mean?
so you know how well.
It's like being a Chinese man in the valleys.
Used to do a 4 in there.
Everyone's going out, and I've got to the biscuits. Buzzing. But yeah, we are then, guys. So 7,500 gallon. I think it's currently about 17 degrees. Fish are not particularly being fed a lot. But yeah, they're looking nice. Yeah, so how it runs is, we'll go for the filter room in a minute. Look at the bow in that glass, I don't know if you can see it from here. There's a proper bow in that. But we've got a 4-inch return here, which comes all the way down there and goes into his moving bed. You'll see that in a minute and you'll be surprised. I think it's got 3 bottom drains. This bottom drain down here is being worked by that Quinnicoy drum. And then we've got 2 other bottom drains, middle one and a far one, and they go through into the pump house. You'll see the pump house in a minute. And we've got obviously a return going in here from the moving bed, which is a 2,000 gallon moving bed with about 1,500 litres of K1. And then we've got another inlet down here, which is pushing down this way to the skimmer. We've got 2 inlets this side. You can see the rubber boot kicking down from one of the showers, and you've got just a surface 4-inch inlet that way as well, which you can just see making all the bubbles and most of the flow in the corner there. But yeah, Lee gets some absolute amazing growth on these. You know, we were talking about it before. Lee's whole thing is all about growth and volume, and that's how he wants his fish to look. So I is truly in the concept of the, you know, of the hobbyist, I guess, you know. But they are some monstrous fish in there. Fair dues. Look at that Kiyitsuri. It is absolutely mad. You've seen that one in the bowl. Tancho in the bowl. It was a bit of a which one did we? One, the sock net broke earlier on with one of these sanks in it. I believe it might be that one there. Lost a couple of scales on the bottom. It's damaged its anal fin, but nothing serious considering the size of it. But mistakes do happen. The sock net literally just ripped. And unfortunately, I'm going to show you in a minute the dark side of the hobby. We've had to put one of the fish down today. There was a Kawaku, absolutely fantastic, about 70 cm, with a swim bladder problem, and that's not going to be rectified, they don't think. It's basically got a load of sores on the underside of it, and it just can't get up. So the best thing to do was to actually, yeah, put it to sleep. But pretty gutting, because actually it was one of the nicest fish in here. So here we are, we got the polycarp sheets back on now, and this is Lee's pump house. So yeah, it's pretty good. So we've got a Profi drum here. It's a 55, it's the same as mine, but I've got the stainless steel version. Not saying I'm cooler, but anyway, we've got that. We've got Burton's drum here. So I think obviously we've got 1 bottom drain, 2 bottom drains, and then we have got, I take it that's a moving bed, it must be. Yeah, so that looks like it's a moving bed in here. probably quite a lot of K1 in there, a couple of 100 litres at least. We've got a backy shower here, which is obviously packed to the brim with media. We've got, can't remember what that is, it's not a flow friend, it's a very similar thing though. And that comes up into this shower, okay, from this drum. And that one's coming from that drum. And then we've got another shower again, which is fed via, not quite sure. Yeah, it's coming from this bio chamber, straight up over the shower. And then obviously this is the two returns. So this shower dumps in there with the inside, you can see the rubber boot, that's from this one. And then this is just the subsurface. Got a bit of a protein skimmer on there, but he's not feeding a lot at the moment. So not too much of a problem. Just forked out for a new air source heat pump, which is not plumbed in yet. I'm not sure what brand it is. It's like a Chinese one. So he's trialing this, see what it's like. I think it's probably about 17, looks like it's about a 17 kilowatt one. What is it? Can't quite, 16.3 kilowatt. There we are. So 16.3 kilowatt. And then obviously we got the old skimmer in here. Lovely. Yeah, and this is the gutting part of the hobby. Ironically, Lee, wasn't it? It was one of the cleanest fish in there.
Yeah, if we have a look from the top, mate.
Look at that.
That weren't there today, you know.
Absolutely fantastic. But, you know, where was it from and stuff?
It's Sakai, mate.
It's a Sakai, but the problem is, it's had a it's had a bladder problem. And
Swim bladder issue. It hasn't been swimming up on the surface for about since before Christmas.
Right, okay.
It's been resting on the bottom. My mate was going to pick it up today and put it in a shallow pond to maybe take the pressure off the swim bladder, but yeah, we turned it over.
We turned it upside down,
Yeah,
and then it's
and
just littered with sores.
So you didn't want to take it, but like I said, this it's cruel to the fish, mate, to see it
Yeah,
on the bottom for
Of course it is.
5 months maybe. Yeah, expensive fish, mate.
You know, that was,
You know.
that's like a £7 fish, wasn't it?
He was, yeah.
You know, so these things are not, these radical decisions are not made light-heartedly. You know, sometimes you've got to put the animal first, really.
It does, mate. You wouldn't
You know,
treat the dog like it, you know, if it's not even moving. So,
You know.
but the mad thing was, like I said, it's been dead now, it's been sedated, but it's looking perfect.
Yeah, it was
perfect from
perfect,
above,
yeah.
you know.
It's a shame.
But, yeah, it happens.
Right, what we'll do now is we'll go up and have a little look at his moving bed. Pardon?
Do you want to film a drum to show how it's pumped?
Yeah, go on then. So this is the drum that comes from one of the bottom drains,
so
isn't it?
bottom drain in here, mate.
Through there, look.
Up and
So the
over.
bottom drain's coming up through
Yeah.
here into the drum.
And we've got one pump then. It's only just the one pump going outside.
The one pump in the corner there, that's a
Yeah.
high pressure pump, but
Yeah,
that's
that
the one
one
pump
up and
there.
out here.
Up and out.
Yeah.
And then we come across here. That's the problem with Wales, every house is on a hill.
I know, mate.
So then we've got the up and out here, is it?
Yeah.
Comes all the way across here. Go on, Lee, open it up. And there's his moving bed. So 2,000 gallon?
Yeah, bang on, mate.
2,000 gallon, it's about 3 foot deep. He's even got a shower in here. So this used to be a grow on.
Yeah.
And he decided to sack this off and make it into a moving bed. But it's got about 1,500 litres of K1, roughly.
We can get 3,000 in there, but we just see how it goes. with
Yeah,
the
yeah.
food and stuff.
And obviously he's got how many air stones?
17 minutes.
17 air stones in there, running off the Evo Aquas. And then it's gravity fed, isn't it?
It's all gravity fed.
So the
yeah.
gravity fed then comes from there. The bottom drain is down there, comes
Yeah.
up to this height here, and he's created like a U-bend. So if he has any problems with pumps, he doesn't lose all the water, it just kind of stops on this
That
U-bend.
governs the height of the water in the biochamber.
Yeah, so it
So
won't
it
drop underneath that
Exactly,
level.
mate, yeah.
And then that obviously goes into the
Gravity
return in the
fed.
back corner. Interesting. And then this is all his dechlorinators. And then goes into a bit of bone char there as well, because
from Mr. Finch.
Mr. Finchy, yeah, because obviously he suffers with a bit of copper as well, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
We've both, because we don't live that far away from each other, only about, it's about 40 miles, I think.
Yes. Well,
Not far.
45 minutes.
But we've both got a bit of copper in ours, so I've got some bone char and he has, because we were talking about it in the National, weren't we?
Yeah.
And I think my pond's running better with the bone char running now.
Do you know what, mate? I've left the cartridges go too long, and the fish are mucusing up. I've done scrapes. There's nothing going on. I know for a fact. I've changed these last minute, last night, made a mess. But I know that's the reason.
That's the reason.
Yeah.
There we are.
You
To
know?
be honest, you're right.
Yeah.
My fish all used to hold mucus, and since I've had that on in the last 2 months,
Yeah.
6 weeks.
It's gone.
Well, you've seen the last video where I've bowled all my fish. There's nothing on
Yeah.
them at all.
You can test, can't you, for copper?
Yeah, I had the
yeah.
hanometers, but my hanometer was
Yeah.
not very accurate. I was getting readings of 0 to 21,
Yeah.
like constantly like up and down. I didn't know what was what. But you could actually send away for a. I think I might send away for an actual water treatment test, because
Yeah.
Ricky does it. You know, Ricky's quite interested to do water tests from different hobbyists all around the country, so we can make a bit of an archive of what's going on.
But
which I
you'll
think's
have
a
to
good
take
idea.
it before all the...
Yeah, straight out of the
carbon.
tap.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that would be interesting. But it would be interesting to do 2, one afterwards as well.
Yeah.
But then that's going to cost you twice as much.
That's worth it, mate. Once a year.
So like I said, we had a bit of a problem with the net today. And that was the cause of a damaged anal fin and a couple of scales coming off. But yeah, accidents happens even from experienced people, you know. And
Use plastic bags, guys.
yes, plastic bags, mate. How can a million Japanese be wrong? What a shame. Gutted.